First, this morning, an unprecedented decision in our state when it comes to vaccines. Minnesota is breaking from federal COVID-19 vaccine guidance. This is a move that the governor says is about maintaining access.
The decision comes after the FDA greatly limits who could get the shots. Our Barrett Leone joining us in studio with more on what this means for Minnesotans, because Barrett, this is an unprecedented move.
Yeah, it is. State health officials say that the message is clear. If you want the COVID-19 vaccine, you can get it here in Minnesota. An executive order from Governor Walz is keeping vaccine access wide open despite sweeping federal changes. The Minnesota Department of Health issued a standing order yesterday allowing pharmacists to vaccinate anyone who asks for it. The state strongly recommends vaccines for people with underlying conditions. It's a different approach than the FDA, which recently dropped COVID-19 vaccine guidance for most age groups last month.
We wanted to ensure that anyone in Minnesota who wanted protection against severe disease from COVID-19 should be able to receive the vaccine.
Health officials say they're optimistic insurance companies will cover shots this year. Last season, nearly 6,000 Minnesotans were hospitalized with COVID, most of them 65 and older. Health officials say they can't predict what this year will look like, but they want people to have every tool available.
All right. I mean, it's about access. It's about not only getting the vaccine, but being able to pay for it.
That's the other part of it, too.
Too. All right, Barrett, thank you.
So that was one important health headline. Here's the second. The Trump administration is reversing decades of medical advice for pregnant patients.
So they are linking the use of acetaminophen. That's the active ingredient in Tylenol, with an increased risk of autism, though officials provided sparse evidence to back up that claim. The FDA has directed a label change and has sent guidance to doctors. The agency also acknowledging that there is ongoing scientific debate. And this morning, major medical groups are pushing back.
You should not, under any circumstances, avoid taking acetaminophen if you have a fever early in pregnancy. Having high levels of fevers that go untreated early in pregnancy can lead to CNS abnormalities.
If you're pregnant,
both the president and medical groups yesterday said it is best for pregnant patients to speak to their doctor regarding any medical conditions or medications. Now, locally here, the executive director of the Autism Society of Minnesota says, quote, "This seems to be like another scam that is being faced with major skepticism from the autism and medical community."
We are following the developments after an overnight shooting in the Dinkytown area near the University of Minnesota campus. The university sent out an emergency message just before 2 a.m. about a shooting near 15th Avenue and 4th Street Southeast. That's about a block from the U's off-campus safety center that just opened in Dinkytown last year. We're still waiting for an update on the victim's condition. There's also no information on a suspect. We will update you when we learn more. And staying near the U, it was a packed house at the University of Minnesota as Turning Point USA hosted its first event since founder Charlie Kirk was laid to rest.
Now, Kirk was assassinated on September 10th while speaking at an event at Utah Valley University. Yesterday's event at the U took place at Northrop Auditorium. Kirk had originally been scheduled to speak alongside conservative commentator Michael Knowles. Now, Knowles took the stage solo, but did keep an open seat. You see it right there for Kirk. He said people can honor Kirk by turning to their faith.
Charlie Kirk, even though at times he could be bitey with his answers, he was very solid in what he had to say, and I just really admired that, of how firm he was and unwavering in his faith.
And yeah, after what happened, I feel like that's just, I didn't really know that was a red line that could be crossed in America until like the 10th. So, I mean, that kind of just really motivated me to get out here and have my voice heard.
Kirk's widow, Erica, is now the CEO of Turning Point. She promises to continue her husband's mission. The college tour will continue. The next stop is in Virginia. Now, the visit by the conservative organization also drew protesters to the U.
About 100 people gathered to protest the event. One person said the visit made her worried about the safety of students.
Turning Point USA has said that diversity is not a strength in Minneapolis, and I want to show them that there are students who are people of color, who are trans people, who are other marginalized identities, who are thriving and who are participating in the economy.
Our team on the campus says the protest wrapped up peacefully. We reached out to the university to see if there were any incidents, and we'll update you when we hear back.
Late night host Jimmy Kimmel will be back on ABC tonight. This is after comments he made following the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Disney says it has spent the last several days having thoughtful conversations with Kimmel before deciding to resume the long-running late night show. The company initially suspended him indefinitely following his comments. Now, Sinclair Broadcast Group, they have stations that air Kimmel in more than 30 markets. They said their local stations would not be showing the program.
President Trump today is set to speak at the UN General Assembly in New York, and it will mark his first General Assembly appearance since being reelected. In addition to making a speech, the president is also scheduled to hold one-on-one talks with several leaders of nations, including Ukraine. Ahead of the assembly, several countries are also moving to recognize Palestine as a state. France and Saudi Arabia are driving the charge to convene a two-state solution. Israel's prime minister, who you see here, Benjamin Netanyahu, argues it rewards Hamas for terrorism. The U.S.'s longtime position is that it supports the goal of a Palestinian state, but not until the two sides negotiate the terms.